Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here, your source for gaming, tech, emulation, and open source news. Let's get started. Yar, we be sailing the high seas. Right now I'm still on a cruise ship. It's a sea day. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. I mean, it's cloudy, which is great, so I'm not going to burn here. And I've got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. So we'll start out by talking about Nintendo Switch emulation on PC with Ryujinx, and Ryujinx got a couple of updates here. So the first one, it fixes a crash in Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. And the second update here is big for GPUs. So for the first one here, for RDNA 3 RX 7000 series AMD graphics cards, it fixes purple lines seen across geometry in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and likely other games. For NVIDIA RTX 2000, 3000, and 4000 GPUs, it fixes blocky water artifacts in Mario Golf, Super Rush, Splatoon 3, and alleviates, but does not fix the issue in Team Sonic Racing. And on NVIDIA RTX 3000 GPUs, it fixes flickering and missing body parts in Kirby's Dream Buffet, and also fixes flickering in Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Ryujinx keeps making improvements in leaps and bounds. Now for Ryujinx on Android, a lot of people keep asking me about this one because we talked about it a while back. Well, back then they were experimenting with it, and unfortunately I don't know if they've actually made any progress or if they've just dropped things altogether. By the sounds of it, they are not focused on Android, and I don't know if they will be in the future. And speaking about Nintendo, next up we're talking about Nintendo, and this is not really great news for content creators out there, or really anyone who wants to post Nintendo stuff. So apparently Nintendo can now ban streamers and content creators from using their games if they are caught posting immoral content in leaks. And guess who determines if they're immoral? Nintendo, basically stuff they don't agree with. So here is the actual verbiage. We reserve the right to object to any content that we believe is unlawful, infringing, inappropriate, or not in line with these guidelines. We reserve the right to no longer allow the use of Nintendo game content in case of such violations. That is absolutely ridiculous. So if you post something and Nintendo doesn't like it, Nintendo reserves the right to basically take it down, and you can't argue with it. Next up here, we're taking a quick whiskey break. Mrs. Sujano showed up with a nice glass of whiskey for me.
A very generous pour.
That is a very generous pour.
Cheers.
Moving on, and we're talking about Bethesda, and it turns out that someone may have ruined the fun for everybody by reporting a mod that let you kill Thatcher. At least on console. On PC, the mod is still up and I don't see it going anywhere, but Bethesda has taken down the mod. Now for those who may not be aware, the mod is called Thatcher's Tech Base, and it's a mod for Doom 2. It allows you to descend into hell and defeat Margaret Thatcher. Go figure. But moving on, and next up we're talking about Grand Theft Auto 3 on the Sega Dreamcast. And no, this game never officially released for the Dreamcast. And yes, we've talked about this fan port before in previous videos. Anyways, here the developer has made a ton of progress. I'll drop a link to the tweet in the description below, and I do recommend checking it out. It's not perfect just yet, but it's getting a lot better almost every single day. But moving on, and next up we're quickly talking about Concord. Now we talked about Concord in previous videos when player counts were in the toilet. I mean, when the game initially launched, there's only like 400 people playing the game, at least on Steam. And then most recently, there were only about 130 people playing the game. It was absolutely ridiculous. Well, anyways, now apparently sales of this game are abysmal. They're being reported as around 25,000 copies, and that's it. That's across Steam and across PlayStation. So apparently there's been 10,000 sales on Steam and 15,000 sales on PlayStation. This game keeps taking L after L. It has flopped hard. I really don't see it going anywhere. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Moving on, and if you're interested in AI and Mario Kart and watching stuff, you might be interested in this news. So apparently there's an AI that is working on learning how to play Mario Kart, and someone is streaming it so you can see the AI learn in real time. The AI is called, I'm gonna butcher this one, Ryujinx. I don't know if it's a play on Luigi or whatever. Maybe it is. Who knows? But anyways, they say it's a program that learns to play Super Mario Kart with minimal information via an evolutionary algorithm. The best part is you can watch it live. So I'll drop a link to it in the description below, and let me know your thoughts about this one. And last up here, we're talking about RetroDeck. And if you use RetroDeck, it's about to get a very big update that adds in a whole bunch of different options and a brand new configurator. I'll drop a link to the article in the description below, and I do recommend checking it out if you use RetroDeck. At a high level here, there's going to be a brand new BIOS checker. There's going to be a brand new system selector, including submenus. And there's also going to be a brand new look and feel to a few different things, including brand new border control. RetroDeck is 100% free, it's open source, and like everything I talk about in all of my videos, the link will be in the description below. And yes, for those wondering, I've been walking back and forth on the exact same part of the ship here. And last up here is a bonus piece of news. We're talking about the Retroid Pocket 5. Now, a lot of people have been wondering about the size of the Retroid Pocket 5 and how it stacks up versus the Retroid Pocket 4. And Retroid has confirmed the overall size and form factor here by taking a picture side by side, the Retroid Pocket 5 beside the Retroid Pocket 4. If we take a look between the two here, I would say the Retroid Pocket 5 looks a whole lot nicer. Now, the Retroid Pocket 4 went on sale, I think, in December and started shipping in January. I could be wrong with those dates. It's not too late after the Retroid Pocket 4, but in terms of retro handhelds here, this is an eternity. A number of months before releasing a new product is quite a bit of time in the space. Additionally, Retroid has shown off a number of different colors for the Retroid Pocket 5, and it is looking really sharp. Let me know your thoughts about the Retroid Pocket 5 in the comments below. Do you think it was too short of a time between the Retroid Pocket 4 and the Retroid Pocket 5? Or do you think the release of the Retroid Pocket 5 is right on schedule? But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a bunch today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely anything we've talked about in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.